For many years, ratlings were metal. Then these two came along. Greetings everyone, I am Sister Lilia and welcome to my armory. So, before the pandemic, a little box game called Blackstone Fortress launched. And, it was quite the interesting assortment of characters. They took a big risk with the actual game itself by not including any Space Marines in it. And I actually think it was probably stronger for it. Now I've got a bit heavy on the basing on these, so it kind of obscures one of them's feet. But, these two little twins were a neat return of ratlings, essentially, to the game. Now, they hadn't truly gone, but they like many of the resin models, well, originally metal models that then became resin, didn't exactly stick around easily, and certainly were a bit of a nuisance to use. And that would remain up until the end of 2024, when we would not only get these models, when we'd not only get the kill team for the ratlings that came in the brutal and cunning box, but we'd also get a holiday celebrationary miniature that I'll potentially have finished by this Christmas. Actually, if I can work out the painting the food on it, it'll be done sooner than that. But these two miniatures are neat. I got them because, well, they were Astra Militarum character models, and for a while there, you could actually use them as such without having to worry so much about legends and worry about if things are tournament legal or whatever. And that being said, if you're playing with mates, tournament legal doesn't matter. But yeah, as far as game terms, these models can attach to a squad. Between the two of them, they have one sniper rifle and a demo charge. They're not particularly powerful, but they're useful. And they're just a neat little thing to have. Like, I would not be surprised if GW brought these back at some point. But at the same time, I also would like for them to give us a generic ratling leader character that can just be attached to ratling squads. I say squads, not singular, because I want to be able to have my ratling squads have a character attached to each of them. But, these are a neat little set of models. In terms of how they scale with some of the others, you've got the Rogue Trader from the set himself, you've got the Navigator, and you've got Pious Vaughn. Now, out of Rogue Trader, Lair of the Beast, out of Rogue Trader, Warhammer Quest, and also Combat Arena, Lair of the Beast, the main models that have made it to plastic from the initial game are predominantly these two and the Priest. Now, the Priest himself is nothing to really write home about. Rules-wise, they merged Pious Vaughn and him. Datasheets-wise, and he's just a different loadout of her. Out of the expansions for Blackstone Fortress, the two main things that came about from it was the Cultists and the Primaris Psycho that came from a different expansion. But yeah, do you have a favourite model from Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress? If so, I'd love to hear. Anyway, these models are now done, and that's two more models off my goal for this year, my ever expanding goal. And here they all are. On one end we have the painted, and on the other we have the unpainted, and the sliding scale between. So yes, what model from this box would you like to see me do next? Part of me's leaning towards the amble, Part of me wants to get two more of them, so that I could run an eclectic rogue traders army. But what about you? What would you like to see? Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and paint your minis. So I actually bought those models before I bought this box. So I ended up with a couple of extras who are probably going to just live in this box.